Let's talk about all of the spicy fantasy books that I read in 2023. Yes, Orthodox Jews can read spicy books. And I prefer mine with witches and vampires and dragons. First up is the Adrian and Isolde series. I cannot find the first one. I must have lent it out to someone. This is pretty extreme on the spicy. And you know it's fantasy when there's a map in the beginning of the book. In order to end a very long war, Isolde is forced to marry the vampire Adrian. He's the king of the vampires. So you know how this is going to go. Then we have the last few books in the Crave series. Also spicy, pretty childish, I have to admit. I mean, it is about high school students, and it's about a girl who finds out what she's really made of in a school of vampires and werewolves. There are 6 books in the series, and it's a very easy read. A lot of you guys are going to know this one. This is Iron Flame, the second book in the Fourth Wing series. I have Fourth Wing also, but I lent it out to my niece, so I don't have that in my hands right now. First book, loved it, loved the dragons, loved the love story and the angst. Second book, not as good. A Wild Flower in the Wind. This one I actually received from a fan who was a writer. I loved this book, and I'm waiting for the second one to come out now. This one is full of magic, and of course there's a girl who doesn't realize her powers, who falls in love with the commander of the army. Their love story is so good. I cannot find Crescent City anywhere, so just pretend that I'm holding it up right now. I read both House of Earth and Blood and House of Sky and Breath. Where the heck are those books? Then we have the Blood and Ash series. This was one of my favorites. There are 5 books right now, and there are more on the way. Another one of those, a girl who finds herself and falls in love with the man that she hates. Very spicy. Then we have the Dragon Heart Legacy series from Nora Roberts. I know this is annoying as anything, the 2 paper and the 1 hardback, but it's okay. A girl who finds out that she has powers. Wow, there's really a theme going on here. This is definitely one of the more maturely written series that I read this year. Nora Roberts is amazing. Another series from her that I read a few years ago, Chronicles of the One of my favorites. This is The Crown of Neaxia, about a human girl living in a vampire world. And yes, she finds her powers too, and of course falls in love with the guy she never expected to fall in love with. There's some good spice in here. And the last series that I'm reading, this is the Zodiac Academy series. I'm up to book 4. I'm reading it right now. And let me tell you, the first 2 books, a little hard to get through, but everybody kept saying, keep reading, Mel. Once you get to book 3, you are never going to stop reading these. And of course, this one's about 2 girls actually who find out that they have powers. And the series has been around for many years, but I'm just getting to it now. I cannot wait to hear what you guys read in 2023, what you're planning to read in 2024. I don't make goals for myself of how much I'm going to read because I just like to read with freedom. That's why I buy all my books. I don't want to ever feel like I have to return them to a library. And then I can lend them out and wonder who I lent them to and never get them back. I would love some suggestions for what else to read, and I just want to put it out there. I have read ACOTAR, I have read Throne of Glass, because I know you guys always recommend those to me. And I actually have a list of all the fantasy books that I've read on my website. Practical Magic, Caraval, Light of the Midnight Stars, The Lunar Chronicles, another one of my favorites. Of course, there's Divergent and Hunger Games and Twilight. Discovery of Witches, Shades of Magic, that was a great one. Ooh, The Red Queen, and Harry Potter, of course. Here's to more fantasy books in 2024.